Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and today we are revisiting Morphtronics as a way to explore the new card, Mythic Water Dragon. Now, it's not a super new card. It came in a selection box, but now it's in a regular box so people can get it. It wasn't a card people particularly aimed for in a selection box too, so you really didn't see it around. But now here we are with it in Morphtronics. I've used it with Morphtronics for a while, even back when Level Dupe was really good. It was a pretty good deck. Still a decent deck. It's just really fun. Not really meta busting or anything, but it's really fun. So a very unique synchro pool. Why are we using it around Mythic Water Dragon? If you control an Earth monster, you can special summon this card from your hand only once per turn, but he's a level 8 Water Dragon. He's 1000, 2000 stat line. Nothing too crazy, but we use him for synchros. So we're going to use him for Vermilion Dragon Mech with our level 1 tuners. And then we have level 3 tuners that can go right into a Star Eater, who's a huge monster, 3200. When synchro summon, cards and effects cannot be activated. If this card attacks, it is unaffected by other card effects until the end of the damage phase. Very strong card, and it's just easy to make. It's a 2-card combo. We've pretty much built around one of my more exciting boss monsters. To me, one of my super favorite, and that's Princess Sprite. We get to use 2 of our level 1s, which is a very consistent combo with just Cell Phone. You can special summon Smartphone. You go into Princess Sprite. Smartphone's in defense. You set your deck how you want. You use Princess Sprite to get an Econ. You use Princess Sprite to get a Lightning Vortex. Whatever you need at that moment. It's a pretty consistent search with Princess Sprite in this deck. We also have Armory Arm. Lets you sneak in a bunch of damage, especially with attack charge, and it'll buff up our weaker monsters. It'll get Vermilion Dragon Mech up to 3700, Princess Sprite up to 2800. Very cool little deck. And then the Econs just steal games. They're pretty consistent with our Princess Sprite as well. So I love Morphtronics. I actually play them a lot, weirdly enough. When I went back and looked, almost every 3 months. But yeah, Water Dragon is here. There is an Earth Dragon that goes with him, but I generally like him best in this Morphtronics deck. So I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing a Yami Yugi. We're going first. We got Cell Phone. That's the best start this deck can ask for. We get a normal summon the Cell Phone. Dig 6 deep. That means we're gonna for sure get a Smartphone. Let's go. We go 1, 2, 3 out our Smartphone, and that's all she wrote. So we got pretty lucky to get that Smartphone. Bring him out in defense. That means we're gonna choose the next 4 cards on the top of our deck, ensuring that we get a spell for my favorite boss monster, Princess Sprite. She's gonna detach. Give us that Econ. Look at that, baby. Get us that Econ. +1 in Econ. That's so good. That's just so good, guys. We get a Red Eyes coming out. Going straight into the Slash Dragon. He's going to use an Insight follow-up. Milling the Lightning. Searching a return. So we want to save our Mystical Space Typhoon for that return. But he comes out the gates and the Power of the Guardian. So we got to get rid of that. He uses his effect to get rid of it. Still got an Econ, so we wait for the battle phase, switch him to defense, keep our Princess Sprite, and continue our turn. Now we're going to Morphtronic Accelerator. Goodbye. Red Eyes, he chooses not to use his return. I guess he wasn't very certain on how it works or something, because he could have got a special summon off there. But anyway, we Princess Sprite, we do not get a +1. We do have a Cell Phone. Cell Phone, we get 2 deep. That's going to bring out a Remotin and attack. That's 3 + 1. We have a monster for that. It wasn't a misplay. We got our Armory Arm. He's going to hit him for 1800. We got to play around Destiny Draw, and that's exactly what we do with 2 1800 monsters. Now he's got an 1800 Wyvern. He could have special summoned that turn. I don't know why he didn't. We get Mystical Space Typhoon. Now he's going to Red Eyes return. Special summon that Lightning. He destroyed his return, which gives him another Red Eyes summon. He goes with the Slash Dragon now. Let's examine this. He has 2200 life points left. Now we throw the Armory Arm onto the Princess Sprite. He's got a vulnerable monster here with this Wyvern. We could honestly kill any of these monsters because remember, we have attack charge. We're going to attack charge up to 3,300. That's what, over 1,000 damage to our boy, 1,500 to be exact. And then with the effect of Armory Army, takes half of Wyvern's attack at 900, and we finish him off in one mighty swing. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are using a Sarah. I think people run, you guys were telling me in the comments, they go, is it something Plana? To get rid of all the banished monsters with Burning Abyss. Yeah, so he's Burning Abyss. You want to banish your monster and then get rid of it. I think it's called Mind Planner or something. But yeah, it'll get rid of all banished monsters and makes your Farfa much stronger. So just regular Burning Abyss plays. He sets a back row. We know what Burning Abyss does, and we have plenty of spell cards to handle them. We even have cell phone and smartphone, so we're going to be just fine. We're going to return that smartphone with Accelerator, destroy his back row. It was a compulsory escape device. Each player chooses one monster they control and shuffles it into the deck. Brand new ultra rare trap card. Could have chained it, or I guess, no, he couldn't have chained it because I didn't have a monster. So we go cell phone. Cell phone gets a Remotin. Remotin's gonna steal Dante. Dante's gonna mill and gain, but we had to get rid of a Seer to do it, so that let him special summon a Skarm. Not exactly what we wanted. That's okay. We're gonna use smartphone. We want to add one to our hand. Oh, we don't get it with the Mystical Space Typhoon. Very unfortunate with that one roll. But we have a second opportunity with our Princess Sprite. She can add one to our hand if we're lucky, and we are. We get that Mystical Space Typhoon right back. That makes our Lightning Vortex live. We destroy his monster, and we hit him for lethal with nothing but XCs in a Synchro deck. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Dequin. Point first, this poor boy was on a win streak and trying to catch a rank up. We got Morphtronic Accelerator, we got Cell Phone, we got Remotin, whatever we need. Cell Phone's gonna dig for 2, we get Smartphone first one, we get 2 smartphones, so really lucky there. We put Smartphone out in defense. It's gonna allow us to change the top 5 cards of our deck, 5 being what we rolled on the die. Now we go with Princess Sprite. We likely set a spell card on the top of our deck. We did set a Mystical Space Typhoon. Now we get to set it. First turn. Great plays, guys. Now we're facing YangZing. He's going to special summon 2. He's going to get an immediate synchro off. He goes with Hot Red Dragon Archfiend. That's going to be able to pop our poor princess. We have a Mystical Space Typhoon, so we're going to be able to take out that back row as just creation. And he hits us for 3,500. He just missed lethal, and it's going to just cost him as we use our Accelerator to throw away Remotin and destroy him. Now, we could have swung over him with our Star Eater. We could have made the Star Eater, swung over him with the Econ, and we'd have a Star Eater out, and he'd be coming at us. I wasn't as comfortable doing that play. I want to use the Accelerator, maybe get lucky and still get a monster, and then save the Econ. But here, it'd slow us down a little. This is a card I really like. I've used it in 30-card Metaphyst. It's called Celestia. All worm monsters gain 300 attack and defense. Once per turn, banish 3 worm from your graveyard. Target 1 card on the field. Destroy it. Cool little card for YangZing, guys. YangZing uses a lot of worms. So nice little tech to keep an eye on. We got a cell phone. Cell phone's going 6 deep. We get a special summon. Another Morphtronic, even if it's another cell phone. We did get a smartphone though. Generally you want the smartphone. We do go smartphone in attack position. So that's going to give us a search. We're going to mill 2 and add a Morphtronic to our hand. We don't get a Morphtronic, so nothing to our hand. Bit of a risk. Now we're going for another Princess Sprite. Probably should have just looked for a spell card, but we get one anyway with the Morphtronic Accelerator. Not what we needed. We don't want him to float. We only have 500 life points left, so we gotta be careful. He's trying another Celestia. We're gonna hit him with another Mystical Space Typhoon. He's gonna hit us for 400. We have 100 life points left, but we can still make it. All we need is a Morphtronic, and we get Smartphone. So Smartphone, we can get a Search. Give us a Search Smartphone. We get a Ghost 4 deep. We get Remotin. We got Cell Phone. That's already what we need. We search the Cell Phone. We're gonna just Morphtronic Accelerator him anyway, which is gonna return it to the deck and destroy that monster. Give us a +1. We get a Remotin though. Good. +1. So now he's going YangZing. That's what they do. They float, but this boy gets to float out too. So he floats out a Suani and a Chiwin. I never even used that one in the deck. So we got a Vermilion. We're gonna pop the Suani. He's gonna do a Synchro now. The boy didn't want to use Amatrix effect here. He's bringing out Amatrix. He didn't want to use Amatrix effect. So I only have 100 life points left. And he's over me, believe it or not. He gains 500 because of the Suani. A little did he know, I had attack charge. So he could have used Amatrix effect to switch me to defense. I wouldn't have been able to destroy him. He could have destroyed me. He wanted lethal. The 3000 over 2700. But bada bing, bada boom, we use attack charge on 3600. We're over his monster. Now he's in pure top deck mode. Still, YangZing are pretty dangerous in pure top deck mode with that ability to float. We're gonna banish a smartphone, destroy YangZing, that's gonna be a float. He's got the darkness. We're gonna destroy the darkness. He's gonna be able to float. Now he brings out Shadow, another one I didn't use. Sets a back row, has to go. We're gonna aim for the back row. We got an Econ, that's very good to aim for the back row. And then once we target it, he realizes that's the good play and he bounces. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a My Valentine. We're going second. Let's save our math for our girl here. No Harpies hunting around either, so could be anything. Setting 2 back row. We have a brick, so we're gonna set 2 back row. He's gonna Cosmic Cyclone on Mystical Space Typhoon, so we really came out ahead there. Now he's gonna Solid Soldier into Infernal Gainer. That's gonna be a Roach. Roach actually does hurt this deck a lot. He's gonna hit us for 1900. We still have an enemy controller, we could have stopped that. We get another Mystical Space Typhoon, we're able to hit a Book of Moon. Good shot. Now he sets another back row, he can only do another 1900. We'll take it, we'll get nice and low, we don't really care. Now we got a Remotin, that's perfect. We're gonna roll the dice and Accelerator him back to destroy the Roach and get lucky with a whole nother Remotin. That means we're gonna go straight into a Star Eater with the Mythic Water Dragon, guys. Making great use of him. Star Eater, he only has 3k life points left. Can't be affected by any of those battle traps. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Sylvio. We're going first. He's showing Pendulum using a Leo mat, super random. Cell phone's generally what you want to start with. We go cell phone, mill 4, not mill, but dig through 4. Special summon any Morphtronics. So far we haven't got one. We get smartphone right at the end. Smartphone comes out in defense. Now you get to roll the dice. We get to set the order of that mini. We can send them to the bottom. We're going to send them to the top. We got to choose the order. So we know what's coming next for our Princess Sprite. So this is essentially a 5-card search. We get a Mystical Space Typhoon. So we're able to set 2 Econs and a Mystical Space Typhoon. Very good amount of back row. We're facing Abyss Actors. He's going to Econ take my Princess Sprite because she's just such a great monster. Everyone wants her. We're going to Mystical Space Typhoon his Madonna Pendulum monster, though. He gets a search of a spell with my own Princess Sprite. Very dirty. He's got an Evil Heal. He's got a little star. That's going to Pendulum summon that girl we destroyed, the Madonna. Now he's going to use that spell he just got from us. Very dirty. Got from my Princess Sprite. Now he's going to bring out Sassy Rookie. Hits me for 1900. Hits me for 1800. I'll allow all that. And now I stop the 1700 Sassy Rookie. Give us our Princess Sprite right back. We still have another Econ. We have Remotin. And we get our boy Mythic Water Dragon. That's all we really need. Remotin's going to give us the search of a smartphone. We're going to bring out our Mythic Water Dragon. That's going to be a Star Eater, guys. Look out. Now we're going to special summon smartphone, change the order of our deck so we know what we're drawing next. Then we're going to Econ take his Madonna, attack charge our true princess, start with the Star Eater since he's unaffected, and then finish him off for a nice easy lethal. So yeah, Pendulum Monsters still have a long way to go. This deck, you know, it's not exactly a clap. It's a mad decent deck. I mean, you know, I don't want to knock this deck too much. I just don't want you guys running out there trying to get a super easy cog with it. But yeah, it can curb stop pendulum monsters, so that tells you where pendulum is at. As a system, as a mechanic, overall, I'm not a fan, but I love this deck. I love Mythic Water Dragon. I should probably look for other things to do with him now that he's not selection box, and people are actually gonna have copies of him. There's other stuff to do. But I want to mostly look at more Buster Blader, different ways to play Buster Blader. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.